What's going on, everyone? What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the episode of Seek on the Speed 252. I want to thank you for pushing that play button. Thank you for joining me today. So I had a lot of people email me, gave me like comments down below. What are the issues that you came across with buying your SUV for $1? There's no way you could have bought an SUV clean with no issues. I'm going to admit there are some issues with this SUV, right? Like, you just can't buy something for $1 and not have any issues with it. And also, clearly, they traded in a vehicle or wanted to trade it in, but so did me because there were issues with it. So a lot of you have been waiting on this video. I'm going to give you each reason, each step by step, what was wrong with this vehicle. So at the end of the day, I will admit though, buying a SUV for $1, I think that might be the cheapest thing you can do other than getting a car for free, right? Like, that's pretty much getting an SUV for free at this point. $1. So I'm going to sit here and list all the things that's going wrong with this vehicle that I have to replace. Some of the things I will be able to fix on my own, some of the things I will not be able to fix on my own. Some things are cosmetic, some things, you know, what the case may be. Also in this video, I'm going to throw out some ideas to you all, and I want you to leave your comments down below on some of the things you think I should do and should not do to this vehicle. At the end of the day, it is a small project build. I'm super excited to have this on the channel. I'm really stoked because I would love to be able to like tow some things with this vehicle, maybe tow my car, you know, from state to state. I don't know. I feel like this vehicle is powerful enough to tow a car. A lot of people said it definitely has enough power to, you know, you can't go 100 miles per hour, obviously, but I do believe this vehicle is very strong. The transmission is good and shifting well. The motor is turning over well. So I don't think there will be any issues on that end, but I am super excited to actually have this vehicle on the channel, tackle it as a project vehicle until the C8 mid-engine Corvette come along and decide on what's going to happen with that. I would love to be able to reveal, but right now, let's go ahead and talk about some of the issues going on with this Chevrolet Blazer. So the mechanics, I had 4 mechanics pretty much take a look at this vehicle before I decided to buy it. All 4 of them said they would spend $1 on buying this vehicle. One reason, because they can fix every issue that's going on with it themselves because they are mechanics. 2, because the vehicle is in great condition. So they gave me a list of things that's going on with it. Not all 4 mechanics issues matched up. Some of them matched up, some of them didn't match up. So that leaves me to have to diagnose this vehicle on my own and do further testing to make sure those are the things that's going wrong. This is my thought, when you do some type of build or when you're trying to fix a car, you want to start, this is my personal opinion, I could be wrong, so you guys tell me or not if I'm wrong. You know, I love you guys' comments down below, good or bad. My personal opinion, when you're trying to fix a vehicle, you want to start at the cheapest part first and move on to the most expensive part. Once again, you want to start off with the cheapest part first, then move on to the most expensive part, because you don't want to replace an expensive part that didn't need to be replaced. It's okay replacing something that's cheap, knowing that it's already been replaced in the first place. And if that's not the cause of the issue, then you move on to the next ladder, to the next step. So here's my Chevrolet Blazer. As you all know, there are some things that's pretty much going wrong with it that needs to be fixed. Once again, there's no major transmission or engine issues. I have the hood up because I want to explain some of the issues that went wrong with this vehicle in the first place. Cosmetic things I want to talk about before, as is, you see here, you see scratches right along here. You see there, the door handle's a little messed up. As you can see, the freaking handle thing right here is broke, so I need to replace that. As you can see, scratches right here, scratches right here. So at the end of the day, this vehicle is not perfect, but I want to get it close as perfect as possible. And so I know some of you all was like, hey, how about you take it for a wrap? And I'm going to admit, the wrap, most average wraps cost $3,500. Yes, $3,500. Now, my wrap on my Chrome Corvette did not cost $3,500. It was actually more than that due to the material cost. I priced out a wrap for this from Shane. It'd be $3,500. For my homeboy, it'd be $3,800. I'm not saying I may not wrap it. I don't make a crap ton of money off YouTube. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm not one of those big YouTubers that make a crap ton of money. I make videos because I enjoy them. Do not think I make a crap ton of money. I have 10,000 followers. I am blessed to have each and every one of you and super excited to have you part of the channel. I do not make a lot of money, but I do appreciate all your support and watching those ads and clicking that play button anytime a video comes up. So I don't know if I'm going to stick $3,500 wrap on this vehicle, because this vehicle is only worth $4,480. If a private dealer sold it, they'll probably sell it for about $7 or $8 grand. I don't think it's worth putting a wrap on it, but I do like the paint job, but I don't like it that much. So it's possible I may work out a deal with the paint shop and paint this a certain color. The question is, what color though? So I got some ideas in mind, but I would love to see what some of you guys' ideas may be. It's possible I may go back with this same color It's possible I may go back with a brighter color. It might be possible I may go back with a darker color. I have undecided yet, but I would love to have your ideas on what you think regarding the color. Another thing I want to talk about is the wheels and the rims. So here's the rims. The rims aren't bad. Like I do not have anything against them, but it's possible I may get them powder coated black. I say this because these tires are in great shape. These are Michelin tires. These are very expensive tires. I would love to put a lift kit on it, 2-inch lift kit maybe level it out, put a brand new set of wheels on it and a brand new set of tires. But I know you all will probably agree that will probably be a waste of money. You know, I am trying to put some money in this vehicle to get it back to its running state, but putting on new tires and new wheels knowing that these are in perfect good condition doesn't make any sense as of right now. So I'm considering getting these powder coated black and keeping these wheels on there for the most part. Now for the issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out this list, because there's a list on my phone that the mechanic sent me of issues that he found wrong with his vehicle. And once again, not every mechanic came up with the same issue. So for issue number 1, which is the AC compressor switch. So the AC compressor switch is right here. As you can see, this is an AC pressure switch. They say there's a leak. You can see all the leak around it, all the green stuff, what the case may be, which means that as it's leaking, which clearly is an indication that it needs to be replaced. So I priced out that part, which was $50 from AutoZone. It was 50 bucks from AutoZone. And I'm like, man, I really don't want to pay 50 bucks on that, but we'll worry about that another time. That definitely needs to be replaced, as you can see. The next part is low coolant in the reservoir. So I don't know. Here's the reservoir. It is low, as you can see. Like I see the full mark. There's no coolant right there at that level. There's coolant in there, but not at that level. And I don't know if the previous owners ever refilled it back up, or as it has a leak. There may be a leak, but nobody said there was a leak right now. I just think that it's low due to them driving it for the past 13 years and not actually, you know, filling it back up. The other issue is the left front wheel bearing. So, which would be this side. I will admit, when I'm driving along the road, there is a woo, 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 woo noise the entire time while I'm driving. Could be for multiple reasons, but all mechanics thus far that said that, except one, said it's a wheel bearing. The other one said it's a low ball joint, the lower ball joint. At this point in time, I'm gonna go with the wheel bearing just because 3 mechanics said it and 1 mechanic said it's the ball joints. If it is so happens to be the ball joint, I can replace that down the road. If it so happens where I get into replacing the wheel bearing and it is the ball joints, I can go ahead and replace it well. Which I will admit, I never replaced a wheel bearing before. I'm gonna give it a shot on my own and see what happens. If I can't, then I'm just gonna get a mechanic to do it. The other issue is, give me a few seconds. The other issue is the front left seal is leaking. So that's also on the same side. Now I'm gonna admit, I don't know if that front left seal is leaking just yet, due to there is a leak on the vehicle. It is not oil that I know of. I think it's the front diff, and a couple of mechanics think it's the front diff as well when we lift it. We also think the diff fluid is running down to the seal and just leaking off the seal. So I don't think the seal is going on its own, but I don't know yet. Once they get it up, they're going to probably, they got to take off the seal anyways, the front left seal, because it goes through the oil pan. So once they take it off, they'll give them a more indication whether or not it's leaking. If it is, I'm just going to have them replace it at that time. They also need to take all the parts down, fix one thing and not fix the other thing. The other thing is there supposedly be a whining noise. This vehicle was making a loud whining noise when you crank it up and when you idle it fast. And people are like, wah. Yes, it sounded something like that. That might sound a little bit terrible, so please forgive me for that horrible noise I just made. So, one mechanic says the power steering pump. Another mechanic said it's an alternator. Another mechanic said it's an alternator. Another mechanic says a power steering pump. I took it to AutoZone and got them to test the alternator. They said the alternator was 100% fine. I got them to test the battery. The battery was also checked out fine. I did more research. Come to find out, neither one of the mechanics thought of one thing that could have been wrong with it, the idler pulley. So I actually decided to go about going the cheat route first, which was changing the idler pulley myself before replacing the power steering pump and the alternator, because those things were a little bit more on the expensive side. Come to find out, it was the idler pulley. And I kept telling each mechanic, do you think it's the idler pulley? They said no, they think it's a power steering pump or the alternator going bad. I don't know if they just made a bad judgment or they were trying to get more money out of me to try to fix something that they need to replace. Either way, I didn't get them to do it, because once again, I want to build this truck as cheaply as I possibly can and make it running good. It replaced the amount of things that need to be replaced with some used parts and some brand new parts. The brand new parts are for the safety reasons, like the wheel burn. I could have got one used, but I'm gonna get a new one, and everything else. So with that being said, those are usually big and minor issues with this vehicle. The other thing that could go wrong, which I hope not, is that the left seal is leaking, like I said before, and it just need to be replaced, which I probably would just go ahead and replace it anyways. As far as that goes, those are the issues that I'm having with this Trailblazer. Now, if you think about it, if you think about parts as a whole, and this is just an estimate on the price of the parts, there's not no exact price, just due to I haven't bought all the parts yet and replaced them. One other thing that was an issue, which is something simple I'm about to name right now, was the front brake pads. That's natural wear and tear. It is what it is, after we replace. I'm gonna do that myself anyways. So brake pads probably like 30 bucks, wheel bearing probably like 85. That pressure switch is about 50 bucks. The alley put is about 20 bucks. Those parts are gonna be cheap. What's gonna be most expensive to fix is the front diff leaking. You know, I can probably just keep adding diff to it over time, what the case may be, if I don't want to spend that money in fixing it. But I priced out, you know, getting that fixed. It's probably say around 1,600 bucks. Definitely want to take care of this vehicle because it is in great running condition. So why not pay the 1,600 bucks to get that actually fixed? Now, I don't think that's something I can do myself. I may have some friends of mine who can put this on their own lift and possibly put it together. These two cars over here is racing. You got a Cadillac and a Scion. Cut it out. Just don't do that. So yeah, so I probably can't fix the front diff on my own, but some of the other things I can fix on my own. But anyways, those are the issues that I'm having with this vehicle. You know, a lot of you know, ask me, what are the problems you're having with your $1 vehicle? And those are the issues I'm having. Not that major. The front diff is a major one. At the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. I want to get this vehicle in a capacity where it can tow my Corvette to locations to visit some of you and go to a couple of, you know, car shows, call outs, whatever the case may be. And that's what this vehicle would be for. And a lot of people say this vehicle is capable of towing my car, and that means I'll need to buy a trailer of some sort with, I guess a trailer, not a U-Haul trailer, because a U-Haul trailer weighs about 2,100 pounds. It's aluminum, it is light, but I need something probably lighter than that because I don't want to put too much strain on the motor and transmission for sure. But at the end of the day, those are the issues I'm having. I want to know your thoughts on far as what color I should probably paint this, or wrap possibly if I can find someone. And there are, you know, cheaper wrap people out there, so I'm not saying I'm not gonna do the wrap. I may do the wrap, some crazy design. I may do some crazy bright color. I don't know yet. I am considering, you know, powder coating the wheels just because it is cheaper out to go instead of buying a whole new set of wheels, unless I can get a whole new set of wheels for, I don't know, 500 bucks, and I seriously doubt that. But those are the issues I'm having. Once again, I want to thank you for watching this video, and I want to thank you for supporting me throughout everything, through the ups and the downs, from the one first subscriber, which was myself, all the way to the 10,008 subscribers that I have on the channel. And once again, if you're new, definitely smash the subscribe button because I would love to have you part of the community. If you're an old subscriber, I'm telling you right now, you all mean the world to me. Like, you all are the reason why, once again, I do this. You mean exactly, you're the reason why I do this. And I can't say it enough how much I'm happy to be a part of this community, and you all to be a part of this community as well. Whether you're a lady, whether you're a guy, I love each and every one of you. I truly do. And I love your comments, your emails, and everything you send my direction. All the love, all the support, you clicking the videos, you watching the ads. Like, it's freaking phenomenal. So I want to get this truck in running order, and hopefully that way, you know, I can come out and visit some of you wherever you're located. I'm gonna try to make that work. And, you know, let's keep growing together. Let's keep building together. And I thank you again for watching this video and pushing that play button. See you on a Speed 252. We'll catch you in another video.